secondes, dessus. Ouais, regarde, ça commence à... La connexion est un peu tordue. Attends, je vais pas...
Hey guys, can you hear me guys properly? T'arrives pas à m'entendre là, non?
Le son. Je lève le son, vas-y, reparle.
Remets au départ.
Si. J'entends. Il y a un time lag de 10 secondes.
Okay guys, this seems perfect. I hope that you guys are logging in and starting. Okay guys, this seems perfect. I hope that you guys are logging in and starting. Okay, perfect. Hey guys, so let's jump in directly. So guys, perfect. Sorry, people were calling on the same time. Well, this is great times, right? Right now we are having the chance of being at the biggest market cap of all time. This is great news for us. I think so. On our side, what's been developing? So you probably know that everyone that we postponed a bit our ICO from November 21st to actually December 7th. And I think so now you all understand the reason why. I know some of you guys are very frustrated about it, but it was for your best intentions, really, because we realized that a lot of people unfortunately weren't able to go through the KYC and the AML process, and for that reason we said, okay, instead of working with a service provider on that cause, we will actually build our internal platform where everyone will be able to go to SwissBorg, ICO's internet site, and then purchase the CHSB token. Some of you guys now understand the reason, and we're really happy about it. And what's going to be the process is going to be quite easy. We're going to make different videos going forward. The idea is that you're going to go on our internet site, which is completely normal. You'll create your own account with a double authenticator, and based on that, then you'll have to see how many ethers, Bitcoin Cash, or USDT you will be able to invest, and then we'll walk you through a very easy process that will be very clearly stated, and then everything will be done. You'll do KYC and AML, and hopefully you'll get the token as soon as it's ready. Is there any questions? How 777? How's it going? Hi Alexander Fufu, how can I help you? I'm trying to read your question in live, but I'm doing fine. I'm doing extremely fine. The team is doing great. You know, the team is growing on a daily basis here at SwissBorg, so it's quite a crazy thing going on. You know, we all started this journey 3 years ago, where we're sitting in my living room working all together, and now today it looks like, you know, we're a multinational firm that is based here in Lausanne. As you can see, the office right there, but we have offices as well in Tokyo with a great team. We have Toronto as well, and people always ask us, why do we have these different teams and why we're decentralized? Because that's the idea of the blockchain. But more importantly, for trading, obviously this market never sleeps, so we like sleeping. And therefore, we like to have people that cover the US hours, the Europe hours, and as well the Asian hours, to make sure we cover the full spectrum. Question: how do you deal with the FINMA, with the Alexandre Fufu? How do you deal with the FINMA? So yeah, this is something that's very important. Everyone has to know that although we're in a self-regulated market, and blockchain I think so should be self-regulated, you have to make sure that whatever you're delivering has to be compliant. And every digital market authority has his different legal cases. I think so today the FINMA has taken a very good step towards blockchain. They were very open-minded of the philosophy, taking the fact that Switzerland is very blockchain related if you think about it. The main thing why Switzerland is connected to blockchain is really the fact because Switzerland is decentralized. It has a free trade zone, low taxation. It's one of the most innovative country. It wins quite every year, and on the same time, I think so. It makes a lot of sense that's the reason why Switzerland is very compliant with blockchain. Now with the FINMA, what are they doing is that they're trying to figure out what's the position and how they should position themselves to making sure they're protecting every stakeholder. So we're in constant discussion with the FINMA right now, and yeah, things are going well. Are you in live discussion with the regulators? Yes. So we are right now we're talking to the FINMA, and the idea is that it's as our token will be facing as a security. For that you have to make sure that all the clearance has been done, and that to make sure that there's transparency and making sure that you guys are protected behind it. Yeah, so the idea of any DAO and any blockchain app is that whenever you're going for an ICO, you want to make sure that the community gets the most out of it. And therefore, the team, instead of an IPO, will only conserve a small portion of the tokens, because you really want to make it decentralized and autonomous going forward. So for that, yeah, the team is conserving 20%. That's the whole entire team of the 17 people, and 80% goes to the community, because going forward what we really want is that obviously the first years we want the governance that should be done in some way or supervised at least by us, but going forward we really want to put in place a voting system where actually it's the consortium of the community that really drives the strategy, the finances of the group. So keeping 20%, I think so it's good for us as a reward, and 80% going to the community for us is the best. But through this token sale, what is important is that we will do right now, we'll be raising 50 million Swiss francs. The idea is that we'll be offering 65% of the token sales, and 20% will go to the team. And if you make the math right, there'll be a little bit less than 15% going forward, and that will be for a second sale. And the reason why we're doing that is that we believe that the best way to make sure that you have a viable business is that you do a fundraise in first, and maybe 2-3 years from now, when the market cap would have gone much higher than it is today, we would raise the other last 10-15% left in order to pursue our projects and make sure that in some way we have like a second parachute and to land on all our targets. Is there any other questions? I know there was a lot of questions about what's the token liquidity. Okay, it's a question from Telegram. So what will be the liquidity of the token? Well, that will be on the secondary market. We're right now talking with different exchanges that are favorable and are thinking about putting our token, the CHSB, registered on different exchanges. We haven't made any announcement, obviously. That will take place in next year, Q1. But we're very confident that several exchanges want to work with us, especially due to the fact that we're doing KYC and we're making sure that our token is really cleared. Thank you, hello 777. there any other questions that could be answered? So what's our MVP exactly? So the MVP, as every tech startup, we have a different MVP. What is our MVP? Today we will have a platform. So you'll have existing platform where you'll be able to buy our different tokens. And going forward, you'll be able to exchange our different tokens as well through our platform. That's something quite new as well. So for liquidity, that'll be even a little bit better. What are we working on the tech side that we'll be offering quite soon is a dashboard that we will be showing our live positions, or people could log on and check what's happening in terms of portfolio management, in terms of risk management, what's our best holdings, and that'll be a very friendly platform where you can see in live what we're doing. Hey Alexandre Foufou, a lot of legal questions. That's good. So Alex, what is the C-share? The C-share protocol is what we're aiming. This is really what we're hoping to do and to deliver in the future, which for us would be the first in its kind. The reason is that we want to make sure that we are 100% aligned with our community. And going forward, what we want is that you'll have this type of square or triangle in some way, where you have one token that's here, and the token will be related to a company. So meaning that the owner of this token will have governance rights over a SwissBorg company. But more importantly, which is very important, is that you can't only have the relationship between the token and as well the company. What you'll need to have is the other person, is that you'll have to have a wallet that has been whitelisted, because we went through KYC on the wallet and KYC as well on the person, and therefore it would be the perfect type of circle where you would have a person that will be related to a wallet. This wallet would be related to the token, and the token will be related to the company. So the person will actually have a smart share or a C share, and will have governance rights such as dividend rights, membership rights, and as well voting rights over our Swiss cooperative company. Okay, so hello 777, thanks for the other question. So essentially what you could see right now, I think so the easiest is to go through our pitch deck. You could see exactly what it is, but what are we doing at SwissBorg? Our core value is investment management. The team has been doing this in average for 15 years. We have 7 talented portfolio managers that worked in different hedge funds, different banks, investment banks and private banks around the world. How are we generating revenue? The revenue that we're generating is through investment management. Going forward, we'll be doing a lot of different tokens, and these tokens represent portfolio of crypto assets. When I say trading, I don't say just buy and sell following the news. We do tactical asset allocation, and we do trading through our opinions and our views that has been precisely done through a scoring and ranking table chart. But we as well do a lot of more hedge fund strategies, more absolute return strategies. So we do a lot of arbitrage between different platforms. We do arbitrage as well just on different ICOs and different underlyings. We do spots, we do crosses, sorry. What we do as well is more quantitative investment strategies as well. So that's more trend following, mean reversion, so more systematic type of strategies that are based on technical analysis like moving averages, breakouts, and others. We invest as well in ICOs. Like a lot of people at other DIOs have to take this into consideration, that we do invest in ICOs, and we do invest only in the best ones. We do a lot of credit strategies as well. That means that we lend Bitcoins, we lend dollars, we lend other different underlyings to make sure that we don't have only market risk, but we have as well, we only have counterparty risk. So whatever the market is going up or down, we could then benefit from it. We do long short strategies, so we buy low and sell high, but we as well short the market. So that means that we will go against the market if we think that there's a nonsense bullish scenarios that should not take into consideration. And yeah, we're looking at developing other different strategies that we've been doing in the stock markets, future markets, commodity markets for the last 15 years. I did not fully understand the third person of the C share. It's kind of depository company. No, Alexander. So I'll get back to that. So essentially, is really going forward. We believe that most tokens will be securities, even if today there's utility, there's members, and this and that. But going forward, we believe that most, and that's what the SEC I was talking 2 weeks ago. So what is very important, just to make it short, is that you have one token, and you have to have a person that's connected to that token. And that token as well should be connected to the company. So meaning in somewhere, you're having like a share of a company, but it's through the blockchain. And so the going forward, we believe that every ICO will be like an IPO in some other ways. And it's very important, I think, so that you have identity to the token, and as well the token should be related to the company. Like that, you're sure that as a person, you actually have control over the company. So that's really it. And for that purpose, obviously, the person has to go through KYC and AML, and you have to make sure that the wallet as well has been assigned to the token. Like that going forward, most probably what will happen is that you won't be able just to exchange different tokens if you want to send it to different random wallets. You will actually have to have an ID to the blockchain. So for the Cryptalian that will take care next year, essentially we're gonna have on the tactical side, which is 50%, most of our holdings will be within our multi-signature wallets that we're building up, and we're doing some nice things with Bitcoin recently, and then we'll have the other 50% with the most reliable exchanges. Maybe 10% will be in lending, so that could be some OTC. But essentially, yeah, most of it will be within our own cold storage. Then we'll have the others will be in the most secured exchange for us, because obviously you know very well that it's hot storage could be fun, or it could be very dangerous as well. And for that, we want to make sure that we're not in any risk, and that's the reason why whenever we're looking at the exchanges, we're really going through due diligence and making sure that these people have done a good job, and going forward they won't have any market risk or cyber attack risks. Okay, so on exchanges, I mean, we work with the best guys right now. So for the different exchange that we're working with, you would know obviously it's essentially the biggest list of guys. So you do Bittrex, we work with Polynex, we look with Bitflyer, we like them very much because they have big volume. Kraken is a good one, Bitstamp is another good one. What else is the other good ones that we know we work with? Yeah, there's a few others. We could share this list if you are interested in. What is described will be done with Cryptalian and not with CHSB, as understood. CHSB is more like a part of SwissBorg and a proper investment fund. Not if I'm right. Exactly it. You got it. So I think so going forward, we'll have different token funds that represent different portfolios of crypto assets. And essentially, the CHSB is first kind. It's the one you want to be a member. It's how you could be part of the community. That's really what's important about the CHSB. And then going forward will be more products that will be investable. Yes, Eve. Of course, Eve. Yeah. Going forward, as I said earlier, it's very important for us to provide market liquidity. So we'll have our own. We'll probably offer our own exchange, but before that, we'll be listed on few exchanges that make sense. We're already in discussion with three of them. Sorry. And yeah, probably in January we'll give the announcement to say which exchange that will be on. But we're looking very forward to that. Is there any question, guys? I think so. So you know, the process that we're having today and what is going on is that I like to have this like on a daily basis. If it's not myself, it could be our co-founder Anthony Le Soimier, it could be some technical guys, it could be whoever you want. So I think so this is really about you guys. It's about how we could make this community stronger and better and closer, obviously. So, you know, on a daily basis we'll love to do these kind of talks. Yves, right now what you're saying, will you be able to get so what people who buy CHSB token exchanges? Yeah, so for the secondary market, that's that'll be done from the exchanges. So you will do KYC on different exchanges, and based on that, they will have your identification. So you'll be able to do it. What is the second question? Your direct competitors. I don't think that there's so much competitors. You know, this amazing pie that we're eating all together is so huge and it's growing on a daily basis. If you remember, if you're in the crypto market, only the beginning of the year we're at 15 billion. Today we're at 200 what? 25, 28, I don't know exactly. I haven't looked at the markets the last hour. But this market is growing on a daily basis, and there's more and more participants. But I think so, you know, this is great. I mean, there's so much, I mean, room for everyone to offer different services. Right now, I have strong respect for Economy. I think so. They were one of the first guys in the game to officially launch their DAO, and hats off for them, these guys, to do their ICO ready a year ago. I think so. Yeah, October. Yes, already a year ago. TAS as well, we have strong respect with them. We met them recently in Davos last week. It was really cool to meet them. Great guys. You know, I think so every competitor has his different game. I think so maybe a little bit difference coming from our part is we have, you know, 15 years of experience in average, or 12. We were more concentrated from the off-chain regular market, which was mainly doing portfolio management for banks and hedge funds. And really our pedigree has shown us, you can see our track records on our long short market neutral funds, or our commodity funds, or multi-manager funds. We already performed quite well on that market, and coming from that market and getting to the crypto market, it's not, I would say, super easy, but it's much easier because this market is less efficient. There's a lot of efficiencies that we exploit on a daily basis, which are very hard to find in the regular stock market, at least for the last 20 years. Maybe 50 years ago was easy. So I think so we have an edge on how we are, you know, our technical side of it, how we perceive the markets. And we went through a lot of recessions. I mean, I remember in 2008, you know, going for 50%, you know, and all the markets serious. I mean, really going, we're so bearish, and getting to that mode and trying to figure out how to still deliver alpha. Things we went through a lot of different battles, and these IBAC shows it. The different thing as well is that you know, we come from the hedge fund strategy world, so that's something a little bit different. And the third thing I think was very different is that we're decentralized again, so we're based in the 3 continents, so we could do 24-hour supervision of the markets. And going forward, our game is not to offer you just one fund. Our game is very different. We want to really offer you customized, tailor-made investment solutions, and that's something a little bit different, I think so, because everyone has a different risk profile, everyone has his different ethical mindset, everyone wants different targets of returns. So I think so this is where I think so SwissBorg is very different, is that we believe of the Kado philosophy, which is king. So customization, automation through self-learning algorithms, decentralization as our team is, and going forward we'd like to bring more and more investment advisors, investment managers, and obviously optimization that we do on a daily basis. Other questions? Hey Vlad, what if you trade will go minus? Will it affect our share? Yeah, I mean, every day we lose money. That's not a problem, but we make much more money, much more returns than we lose. You know, it depends your position. So, you know, within our different underlyings, some Obviously, some different crypto assets we're gonna lose, and some of them we're gonna win very well. But I think so, which is very important. What you have to understand is that even if overall the market, to say, loses 20%, that doesn't mean we're gonna lose 20%. Given the fact, as I say, we're doing lending, credits, we do arbitrage, and these are in somewhere they're different strategies that actually don't have any effect to the market. This is market. These strategies perform anyways, so they're more like type of sure bets. So if the market loses a lot, will we lose? Yeah, we'll probably lose something, but we won't lose on the short side. We won't lose on the arbitrage side. We won't lose on the credit side, and maybe on trend following and mean reversion, we'll make a lot of money as well. So it depends. We're not only correlated to the market. We try to offer a lot of uncorrelated strategies that together perform very well, and that's why we're offering more absolute return mandates. I did not get the full structure of Cryptalian. Yeah, so we're charging 1% management fees per quarter, and as well 20% management fees overall. So that's what it is. What about the management fees? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So it's a market that's 24-hour, 7 days, 365. And that's the reason why we have to have a big team, experienced team, and that have to cover the full hours. And this market, what you have to understand, it trades 3 times more than the regular market. So it asks us a lot of work. And at the same time, what you have to know is that, at the end of the game, it's really important that, we preserve and we do the best for you guys. Is there any questions that guys I can answer? No. So this is something that for me is extremely important. Some people think that it's normal to take tokens like an entry fee or exit fee. I don't believe that, and such as everyone in SwissBorg. So whenever we'll be launching a different token fund, we will never take any tokens. 100% of the tokens would be distributed to the network. So the day you buy the token, you're not paying anything. You're just paying your share to get into this project. And then we will only take fees on a quarterly basis, ongoing basis. So there's no entry fee, there's no exit fee. It's 100% transparent, and we want to make sure that we're delivering the best to our community. We're only taking 20% on the CHSB token because that's the company, so that's completely normal that we're doing that. But for every token fund going forward, we definitely don't want to charge any fees to anyone on the entry and the exit fee. It's really more on the management fee and performance fee, and following how the token will be structured and what strategy will be in it, will take different fees. So for the Cryptalian, as it's the #1 in our best strategies, and it's very difficult to implement all the different investment strategies, we're charging more fees. But going forward, we'll have more passive, more passive strategies, and those ones will be charging less fees. So yeah, how 77? So yeah, I mean, look, we believe in decentralization is king. Today we're 7 dudes, okay, that are really good in investment management. All we have former years of experience, at least 10 years experience working for the best guys. Going forward, we believe that some people from a community will be super smart. And that's why we'll be setting up a SwissBorg Academy. SwissBorg Academy essentially will be an academy that will teach you how to analyze the stock market, how to trade the stock market, how to do risk management in the stock market, and how to do portfolio management in the stock market. And as the participants will evolve from white belt to black belt, we will then give them the opportunity to trade a small portion of our book and to create a token fund for them going forward. So we believe that decentralization is king, But we're not saying that we'll do the copy trading of one guy just performing 1000% and you could copy him and then the day after you'll lose it. No, it'll be the same as being part of the team. So you really will have to show us that you have one investment strategy, that you follow all the different risk metrics, you follow all the different protocol. We think that you're good enough to have the black belt. We will give you maybe, let's say, you know, X amount of funding, create a token fund, and then you will manage it. After X amount of time, we will then say, okay, he or she is legit. She has shown exactly what was on her investment mandate. She has performed diligently, and based on that, we would then reward the person and say, okay, you're now official SwissBorg Cyborg advisor, and you're able to trade and offer, whether incorporate within our token fund or have your own token fund and sell it to our community. But we make sure that this person is really competent. We don't want to just you know, bring in someone connected and investing in a very safe atmosphere. So where was I? What is the process for purchasing your token? Can I pay USD dollars? So yeah, for the guys, thanks for the on Telegram. Yeah, so we're making sure that our token is accessible to everyone, and will it be able to buy in fiat currency? We're making everything possible to do so, and we hope to deliver it very soon. So we'll get back to you. But most probably it will be possible. So 20% management fees are dictated quarterly. No, Alex, that'll be charged on a yearly basis. When does the pre-sale start? Hey, Drake, thanks for coming in. The pre-sale started. So we had some pre-sale started by strategic investors that came in quite a long time ago already. We've raised successfully with different institutional people and people that were part of the community, so mainly institutional people that took part. So the pre-sale now is pretty much over, and we're looking forward to have you guys during the crowd sale December 7th, and for that we'll be announcing some special conditions that will be very happy and make sure that you will have your Christmas presents. Please drop me any questions. How can I help you? And if I can't, I'll have to go to lunch because I'm starving, guys. Where will be tokenized the fund cryptalian deposit, Cayman Islands, Switzerland? That's a very good question, Alexander. So Alexander, I'm sure you're Swiss now because you're asking all these legit questions, and you definitely have a, let's say, institutional background. I'd like to meet you in Switzerland. I mean, if we haven't met, I'd love to meet you here in Lausanne at our next meetup, or in Geneva, or swing by to our office anytime. So right now, as it's decided, we're doing through a Singaporean company and as well depository through Cayman. It's the best way to do it. Going forward, we'll see if there's other jurisdictions that make sense, but as you know, this is how it is established because it's the easiest way, the best way to protect our investors and to make it as well compliant. Blink, back to you. So guys, I think so we could call this a wrap. Have we done, what time is it, Manu?
It's 1:45.
Yeah, it's 1:45. I'm super hungry, guys. Okay, last one, go for it. I like to invest in SwissBorg, expecting you're right, even if your shirt looks really nice and you got haircut. Yeah, it's a cool shirt. We can send you a lot of them. Actually, this one's an extra large, so it's way too big for me. I lost too much weight. I had an ICO. We're having this ICO. I lost too much weight. But thanks for the Thanks. I'm sure that Maël, our head of digital marketing, was very happy about the T-shirt. Haircut didn't have one for the last probably, I don't know, 6 months. Blockchain. This is the crypto life. You don't have time for the statistics. But I mean, right now we'll be offering the CHSB token. I think so. To be part of the community is really important to support us at an early stage, and get all the out of it and get all the dividends going forward as well. So I think so. This is the first way. The CSB token will be only done in the next quarter, or the next semester for sure. So right now I think so. CHSB token is the right one. And seeing the CSB Cryptalian Fund, as soon as we're ready, we'll be launching it, and to take part of it, it'll be really interesting, I think, so for people, especially the fact is that, you know, this crypto market, I think so is very interesting, but if you're not trading it on a daily basis, it's quite difficult to get the nerves. Or there's another way, is that you buy 2 or 3 underlyings, you forget it, and you wake up in 5 years, and I'm sure you do well. But if you look at it time to time, I think so it's more interesting to have, you know, a really investment team behind it and delivering the best returns out of it. When can I start to share my affiliate link? Interact with that, please check with Olga. She's on, or with Denny. They're on the part of the community side, so please do that. You could send it probably here, or send it to Olga, OLGA at SwissBorg.com, or Denny, DENI at SwissBorg.com, or to myself, Cyrus at SwissBorg.com. You're not afraid of the FINMA going back on you a couple of weeks saying, hey guys, you're nice what you did, it's legit and you have to withdraw? No, I don't think so. The FINMA will do so. We're making sure that, you know, the FINMA is very clear. We're very clear with the FINMA what we're doing. We're going back and forth with them, so we're really hoping that they understand what's the key here. We're doing as well our ICO out of Switzerland, which makes a lot of sense for them. So we're really thinking that FINMA is forward thinking, and this will go as smoothly as the other ICOs. And we're making sure to work with the best law firms as well, which is MME, but we were working with other different people as well, IDS Avocat. We're working with HBC now. So we're working with different legal firms that will making sure that everything's going smoothly. Okay, wait, can I replace it right now? Wait, can underprivileged communities that have a greater access to internet leverage SwissBorg as investment opportunity? I mean, this is something very important for me that, you know, comes from working my career at United Nations Development Program, and we really want to make sure that, you know, SwissBorg is not just another investment platform creating wealth for other people. We want to make sure that this is accessible to everyone, that anyone who could, you know, partially invest, you know, a franc or so, could get the same privilege as ultra net worth individuals. We've been talking with different NGOs as well about creating impact funds, and as well different philanthropic funds as well. So hopefully that will, you know, kick in, let's say Q3 of next year, and we'll have a lot of cool projects to offer to anyone who's in the third world countries. No, we're gonna be a security token, and the idea is to, from security token going forward, is to be a property token hopefully next year, so giving really property to some person. How will the stake with the stake will you need banking license? Yeah, thank Ralph for that question. So going forward, I think so, which is very important, is that you know, we be compliant, as I always saying, right? So we will be going for 2 different licenses as of next year. We'll be trying for the Sexta, which is the one for security exchange. We want to be investment managers as well. So we would like to get the CISA license, and eventually, obviously, our dream goal is to get the banking license in Switzerland. And for that, you know, we're very enthusiastic about it. And obviously, it will take some time. It'll be very challenging as well, because we have to regulate first the crypto market, right? But I think so. The FINMA is taking all the right steps for it, and MAS recently has done a very good job. By the way, the Market Authority of Singapore, they've done a fantastic job. I think so, and yeah, I mean, I think so. That's something really important. Hey Jerome, hey, nice to see you. Sorry couldn't catch you yesterday. Let's have a talk soon. I'm trying to understand the same thing, but my question is being ignored. Yeah, I mean, hey Johan, nice to have you here as well. Thanks, your brother. Yeah, I mean, guys, is there any other thing I could help you? If it's not, I will have to go, guys. I have a meeting at 1 and I still want to eat a little bit, at least a sandwich. If the CHP tokens are liquid on international exchange, it will be very difficult or impossible to KYC international buyers. So yeah, that's a good question. So as it's right now, this is for the future token, and you're right that the C share, when it'll be implemented, hopefully soon, it'll be more and more difficult and to you know, pass on different tokens. So right now for our ICO, the tokens that'll be exchanged that will be able to be traded on the secondary market. So that will have no effect. But going forward, when we'll have the C share, or hopefully having the C share, then everyone will have to be registered. And it looks a bit crazy right now, but I swear, every exchange that's being built, and the biggest one, I'm talking about a lot of money, the ones in Japan, Korea, but as well in the US and Canada, all the guys I talk to, they have exactly the same thing, is that eventually every token will have to be approved. And that's how it is. I believe in the free market, I believe in the free world, I believe in self-regulation, and this is very important for us. I mean, I've been into the, you know, to peer-to-peer since 2000 with Napster, and I always believe that's the best way. But you have as well to comply with the market authorities, and this is very important. So going forward, all the different digital exchange will be approved, and it'll be securities, and therefore you'll have to have a digital entity that will be stick to a wallet, and that wallet will approve or not different tokens. So Eve, no, what I'm saying is that our token will be liquid. So we will do the KYC for everything, but then there'll be a secondary market that will be approved, and then people will be freely to trade our different tokens. But going forward on the long run, what I'm saying is that you will need to have a digital ID affiliate to the wallet affiliate to the token, and the token affiliate to the company. That triangle will have to be very important. Thank you, amazing night bulb. Bon appétit. So when that'll take first, Eve, to make sure, is on December 7th when you'll be able to buy the token, right? We'll then, you know, the ICO will go on until Christmas. So after Christmas, we'll be then doing all the KYC that we will be doing on the run as well, on the go. So we will probably offering the token going forward in the beginning of the year, and then you'll be able to trade it, you know, on different exchanges that we're working with it. Obviously, we're not thinking that, you know, you should just go in for the hype and get out. We've already refused over 18 million Swiss francs equivalent in Bitcoins and Ether to people who just want to do it for pump and dump. We have made sure that no big investor represents more than 4% of the total tokens as well. And I think so that was the best way for us to make sure that we're building a community and not a trade. We know what's a trade. We trade every day. what we're building here is a community that will really prevail on the long run. And thanks to, you know, blockchain technology and philosophy, that's what's happening. Because if you just wanted to build a trade, we'll just build a regular hedge fund. We're based in Switzerland. We already manage 55 million US dollars through different strategies. We could then just create a new regular off-chain fund and raise whatever 200 million and live on management fees, performance fees. SwissBorg goal is very different. We want to make sure that, you know, you get wealth management 2.0 and is accessible to everyone. This is really our end goal. And going forward, you're gonna hear about new projects that we're working on the payment solution. Can't say right now, but you'll figure it out sooner or later that yeah, we're doing something really cool. So guys, thank you so much for your time. We'll probably do this on a daily or every 2 days. If it's not me, it'll be something as someone else. If you have more technical questions or whatever, you could always contact us on Telegram. If it's something more personal, you could email me as well, Cyrus at SwissBorg.com. You could email the team as well, Cyborg at SwissBorg.com. We'll try to answer you as fast as possible. Please subscribe to our Telegram channel, and I will see you guys very soon. Thank you very much. Take care.